This week on Rocks in a Hard Place.
I might want some flying, it's just the first bit.
The entire squadron rolls out as the tour nears the end.
It's the first time we've had a squadron's worth of armour deployed with over 100 people out on the ground racing across the desert.
It's the final 2 weeks in Basra for the men of 2 Squadron of the RAF Regiment. With the end of the tour almost in sight, the lads are preparing for one last special operation, a squadron-sized mission rehearsal.
Out here we haven't had a lot of opportunity to work as a larger grouping in a flight, as compared with Afghanistan, where we did a lot of squadron minus operations and foot patrols, where the OC went out with his TAC grouping. We haven't had the opportunity to do that out here because of the tempo and the situation and the way it dictated.
We know the enemy there watch us. They watch us from inside the wire and they watch us outside the wire. And because of the nature of our operations, it's very easy to set patterns, sending a set number of vehicles at set times of the day on set routes. And of course, the next thing you know is you're targeted and we've got men killed. So it actually provided us an opportunity to do something extremely unusual by putting 100 bayonets on the ground in different vehicles that we normally would at a different time of the day and do a bulk clearance. The task org for this operation, 3 groups, Group Alpha, Bravo and Charlie. Slightly over 100 people deploying from the COB in 3 different groupings, led by the 3 principal flights, 3 different routes coming in from more or less the different points of the compass, converging on a set point, same time and place, with air overhead to then do an advance across the desert to an objective that was defined to achieve what we wanted to achieve.
The morning of the rehearsal and the squadron start forming up well before first light. Responsible for making sure everything runs smoothly is Flight Sergeant Del Martin.
Basically my role was the assembly area. As Flight Sergeant CSS, I had to get everyone in every wagon at the right time and make sure the squadron deployed on time as set in the orders. So basically just making sure we had the correct bums on seats, over 100 people, coordinated, going at different times through different exits from the camp to meet the timelines. It's on a bigger scale, so what a flight would do, you just times it by 4 because 4 flights are going out and everyone knows what their jobs are, everyone knows the timings, everyone knows what's expected of them. So it's just a bigger scale, that's all it is.
As the sun starts to rise, each group departs at their scheduled time so they can make the rendezvous point. Operational reasons aside, the mission rehearsal also provides the opportunity to take the official 2 squadron tour photograph. And for that, one squadron member is using a totally different form of transport.
They're going to be moving through, doing about 10 miles an hour, using the arrowhead formation, which should give us allowed to then we should be able to pick up either a full shot and then pick up a few individual shots of the sort of like groupings of vehicles, which is probably a good idea. I might want some flying, it's just the first bit. It's takeoff, isn't it? Or should I say not take off? Nah, well, that's cool.
predecessors of No. 2 Armoured Car Company some 80 years ago spent their whole lives patrolling the very deserts in which we now find ourselves, in Rolls-Royce armoured cars. Whilst our armour's not necessarily Rolls-Royce anymore, nevertheless we're here doing what those men did then, policing the ground in conjunction with the air, which is what we're all about. And we've just really repeated what our predecessors of some 80 years ago did. It's the first time we've had a squadron's worth of armour deployed with over 100 people out on the ground racing across the desert. It's doing these things that makes us who we are, going that extra mile. And yeah, it's hard work for the guys, it's extra time out for the guys, it's extra wear on the vehicles, but it's an occasion. And particularly the younger guys on the squadron who've never been here before, you know, they want to have something to mark their occasions from. They're proud of what they've done, quite rightly, and they want to be able to have a memento of their time and their tour here.
We had a very good one out here the last time with a Hercules, and a good one out in Afghanistan, so there was two there that were quite hard to better. I think we got a parity with that. I don't know what we'll do next time on the next tour, unless we can get some parachuting in. It'll take some beating.
Next time on Rocks in a Hard Place.
Quite looking forward to them getting here for the start.
After 6 months, the packing and the handover begins.
So it's kind of like another job we're taking on, trying to teach another squadron what is going on out here.